Guys, well, we have some pretty active energy going on this weekend. We have several major energetic activations happening via the astrological alignments. We kick the weekend off on Friday in some pretty hardcore black moon energy. And then we move on to Saturday, where Mercury retrograde is retrograding back into exact conjunction with Pluto. And not only that, we also on Saturday are having Venus station direct. Yay, Venus has been direct for quite a while, and we're also going to be having the moon conjunct Mars and a few other things going on. So we got a lot to talk about. This weekend is packing a major punch. Let's get into the report. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook of the weekend. I'm going to be talking about the energetics for Friday, January 28th, Saturday, January 29th, and Sunday, the 30th, setting us up for our new moon that's going to be happening overnight between Monday and Tuesday, and that will be our new moon in Aquarius. Lot to talk about today. First of all, happy birthday, Dana. I love you so much. I miss you, girl. She's my 222 friend. We were born exactly 2 years, 2 months, and 20 minutes apart. And we're also both ascendant in Geminis with an Aquarius sun. So very interesting relationship. Hope you have an awesome day, girl. Now, I also wanted to say, I'm sorry that my video cut off so early yesterday. If that ever happens, I swear it was just like a Mercury retrograde issue. I also I think I need to delete a couple of things, but I don't think I'll have that problem today because I was looking at it and I don't know what happened. But anyways, sometimes, if that happens and it seems weird, check the description box because I'll try to throw in like the tarot card. I was disappointed yesterday I didn't get to that. Or if I have a synchronicity card that gets cut off, I'll try to put that in there going forward as well. So just point of note, I also wanted to point that out. But without further ado, now let's talk about the energetics. I have a very long, in-depth report today. So let's get into it and see if I can get it done in my 30 minutes. So we have another very powerful weekend, as I was saying. In this weekend, again, we are in a period now of self-empowerment, and this weekend is emphasizing power, control, order, and changing plans and desires as well. I mean, we've really been in this energy all week, but it is really having an exclamation point at the end of it today. We have Mercury retrograde coming into the conjunction with Pluto this weekend, like I said. Venus also stationing direct, and she's also in a trine to Uranus right now. So that is also upheavals and realignments underway. The moon conjuncting Mars, like I said, and we kick it all off with this hardcore black moon energy that we are in on Friday. So lots of themes of power running through the vibes basically across the board this weekend. Let's get into the energy for Friday specifically. So on Friday, we are having the moon in Sagittarius, and the moon in Sagittarius is going to be forming a trine with the Eris point, forming a square to Neptune, forming an opposition to the black moon, and forming a conjunction to the galactic center. So that moon in Sagittarius is really doing a lot again on Friday, moving us into this Mercury-Pluto conjunction and Venus direct on Saturday. And when you put all of these aspects together, because remember, we're dealing with the Eris point, this is like the ultimate in the break the chains energy, trying to liberate ourselves from anything that is restricting or holding back our truth or authenticity. Neptune, this is illusion, deception, delusion, things not being clear or hidden in some type of a way, but also with the square breaking through that illusion or delusion. And we have the black moon, the moon opposing the black moon. We are in these black moon energetics, but it's being triggered so that we can gain a conscious awareness of the truth of our shadows and where that has been holding us back in the self-empowerment energy. And then with the moon also conjuncting the galactic center, this is like the source code. Like, this is where like all the galactic love and wisdom, and it's like the origin epicenter of like the source code energy and the cosmic blueprint. And when, there's an aspect, especially conjunction to the galactic center, it brings an infusion of divine wisdom. So, especially considering this is the moon and this is our feelings and like our internal environment, what's going on inside of us right now today in this unfolding story that is trying to bring us back into our power over the next couple months. This is breaking through illusions on that feeling based internalized level. We are confronting our shadows with the moon opposite the black moon with this, and any illusion or delusion, the square to Neptune, that we've been under through this infusion of spiritual wisdom, spiritual guidance, higher understanding, just a moment of like epiphany and realization, but on that really like gut and internalized level. And, you know, it's also happening with an alignment to a higher truth that we're discovering as well, with that galactic center being activated and the moon being in Sagittarius. It's like we maybe just some really significant truths may just be dawning on us now that are really breaking us out of some type of an illusion, showing us the truth of what's been holding us back and where we've been surrendering our power. And simultaneous to that, with the square to, or the trine to the Eris point, this is facilitating a process to help us break free our previously existing limitations, basically. So this is a very, very self-empowering moon day, moon energy, internal vibration that we are experiencing on Friday as we head into this conjunction and this Venus direct that is coming on Saturday. We really, because of this combination of energetics that's going on, they're not isolated, they're all really happening very close together. We are transcending our shadows and liberating ourselves to fly on Friday with that moon in Sag making these aspects. And we also have supporting symbolism coming through from the degrees of the sun and the earth at 9 Aquarius today, literally talking about this same thing. We have the sun at 9 degrees of Aquarius on Friday, the Sabian symbol of that degree, or that degree described in a picture form, so that we can just get a better understanding of how that exact specific point in the sky like manifests and resonates in terms of something that we could understand or likely see as a result of it in our physical reality. So, you know, I always look at the Sabian symbols. There's one for each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac, because they just give us an additional symbolic layer of clarity that we can add to the aspects, and just gives us a better, more thorough understanding of the entirety of the unfolding cosmic astrological story that is always carrying us through time and space. So I'm always looking at the Sabians for an additional layer of clarity. And 9 degrees of Aquarius, where the sun is today, is a flag is seen turning into an eagle. And 9 degrees of Leo, where the earth is today, which is always in a polar opposition to the sun, is glass blowers shape beautiful forms with their controlled breathing. So in my interpretation, these degrees are literally talking about gaining the freedom to fly. A flag is seen turning into an eagle and transcending previous limitations and our ability, and that is also what the aspects of the moon, making the aspect to the Eris point, to Neptune, to the galactic center, and to the black moon simultaneously, is really energetically internally doing the same thing. And then the earth at that degree, our ability to actually shape or form Saturn and Capricorn, where all of these planets are right now, or the big emphasis is right now as we close out this Capricorn cycle, being spoken about, something beautiful for ourselves. Both of these symbols are also referencing the air element, which is our minds and which is our thoughts. That symbol about the glass blowers creating beautiful shapes through controlled breathing. Controlled breathing. The need to take control of our own minds and thoughts now, and to use them in a deliberate fashion in order to shape the experiences that we have going forward. And again, that is really just putting the emphasis on Mercury, also in conjunction to Pluto right now. With these air element, the flag is seen turning into the eagle. That's a bird that is representing the air, which, you know, correlates to our mind and our thoughts and what is going on with Mercury specifically. And then we also have the glass blowers shaping beautiful forms with their controlled breathing. We can create a beautiful form and shape in for our new reality to take through our controlled breathing, through our self-control and our self-mastery over our own cognitive processes and our awareness of the subconscious mind and the power that it has in creating our conscious reality, and integrating our conscious and our subconscious minds and using that intertwinement of like the full capacity of our minds in correlation with, our faith, our imagination, and actually putting work into it. That's another huge aspect of the equation right now with all of these planets in Capricorn. We're moving into a weekend of like a super Capricorn stellium energy, and putting the work into it is really important right now as well. But definitely energy today that is breaking our minds free and showing us the power that they represent to really control our reality if we use them properly. This also makes a lot of sense, like I said, in the context of that Mercury back with Pluto. And this Mercury and Pluto together, this always represents an extremely powerful mental energy. And in Capricorn, this is a powerful mental energy to manifest, to form, to structure, to build. And right now, and I'll talk about this in the energy tomorrow with Venus going direct in the trine to Uranus. This is to build the new reality in alignment with our authentic desires and what we really want and what will bring us the greatest amount of joy and pleasure and fulfillment and success and abundance. So that's really the story with that. We also have Mercury today at 28. Speaking of Mercury, all this Mercury, we have Mercury today at 28 degrees of Capricorn. That Sabian symbol is a large aviary. Again, in the conjunction to Pluto. These birds, all of these scattered thoughts, right? Air, thoughts, mind being emphasized again. We need to gain conscious control of our minds and our thoughts now. And with Mercury in the conjunction to Pluto, we definitely have an ability to do that, to really use the power of our mind and consciously control it to work it towards the goals that are truly in alignment with our heart's desire, with Venus going direct, which we will really be figuring out this weekend when that energy comes into fruition. Another significant element of the energy on Friday is like the black moon energy itself. So let's talk about that for a minute. The black moon is in Gemini right now, the mind ruled by Mercury. In the black moon rules the power of our subconscious mind and our shadow side, what we don't see, that really powerful subconscious force that has such a tangible ability to create and manifest our experiences, our circumstances, the situations and relationships that we find ourselves in. And while Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, is in the conjunction to Pluto, our subconscious mind is also very, very, even more so powerful right now in creating our reality. So what we really do not want to be doing with this energy is focusing on our fears in any type of a way, feeding any energy into our fears. Because if we allow that to happen, just because of all of the powerful mental energy in Capricorn right now that can build, inform, and grow, we are not going to be creating the experiences that we really truly desire, which is what universe is trying to help us do right now. However, there is a really beautiful side to this energy today, although it's a black moon day and the moon exactly opposes the black moon today. So this could definitely be bringing up some really deep and heavy feelings, especially perhaps surrounding just the freedom to express ourselves or to, create from our authentic place, or in regards to true love or relationships or just joy, fulfillment, feeling fulfilled and happiness, maybe fears around not being able to achieve that, or what if I can't, that type of thing. But we really do not want to feed or buy into those, and we want to look for the deeper reasons why that fear is surfacing so that we can understand it, gain a conscious awareness of it, release it so that it no longer has power over us, and we can use our conscious mind in a clear way to create and not be creating out of those unresolved issues, which is just how it works. But also, what I love about this energy and the way that it's working out like this is it's also providing a really, really potent and powerful opportunity for us to purge, regenerate, and transform the contents of our subconscious mind and the inner workings of our psyche with this energy. Black moon in Gemini, moon opposite the black moon, Mercury, ruler of the black moon, conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn. Really, really strong energy that allows us to heal, purge, regenerate, transform really like Phoenix rising, our own subconscious mind being indicated by this. Subconscious transformations are happening in the energy today as well. Even if we're not consciously aware of it though, you guys, with Mercury retrograde. We might not be understanding things at all. They may seem really chaotic and confusing and like nothing is making sense, but underneath the surface of things, we are undergoing a subconscious transformation, purge, and purification with this energy. There could definitely be some intense feelings and conversations going on today and this weekend for sure, though, as the universe really pushes us to recreate ourselves under this energy. So that's really what we have going on for Friday with all of the aspects from the moon in Sagittarius. This is really us breaking free in terms of like our mind and just these greater truths that we're realizing, sort of being the catalyst for that, maybe breaking free from any illusion that we've been under and really coming into our power. This weekend is all about standing in our power, for right or wrong. That's just the name of the game. And so just this black moon energy that we are navigating for Friday. But with the galactic center moon activation as well, we really do have some divine support and some potential awakening that can really help us navigate these issues. Now let's talk about the energy for Saturday. This is like our big bang day of the weekend. On Saturday, this is when we have Mercury moving into exact conjunction with Pluto, Venus also going direct. We're also going to have the moon in Capricorn conjoining Mars. So really action-inspired, heated, and fiery day as well. And Saturday, it's really all about power. It's all about power. Saturday and Sunday with all of these planets in Capricorn and Mercury and Pluto conjunct and just what we have going on right now. Power in all of its forms is the theme of the weekend for sure, but specifically for Saturday, all about power and taking action as well. Mercury and Pluto together in Capricorn, the moon with Mars together in Capricorn, and Venus direct in Capricorn in a trine to Uranus, like I've been mentioning, while you guys also Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, which is really important in the context of all this Capricorn energy, is in a conjunction, a loose conjunction to the sun. So there's a really big emphasis on the Aquarian energy right now as well because of the placement of Saturn and the sun also coming together. So this is just like a really big business energy. This means business. Whatever's happening this weekend is not like joking around. It's not playing around. This is getting down to business, getting hands dirty a little bit potentially, but it just is what it is. It's all about power and themes of control very much so as well this weekend, but also standing in our own power. So it's working to liberate us and empower us at the end of the day. But anyways, there's a lot of power, the desire to pursue it today for better or worse. Like I said earlier, there could definitely be some very ruthless dialogue or conversations going on Saturday, a very heightened ability or desire to coerce, manipulate, or pressure people into thinking or behaving in certain ways that may be along some lines of some agenda for whatever reason. Definite power struggles and power plays going on Saturday. Rivalries as well. Two sides powerfully opposed to each other. Fights, arguments could also happen. But this could also represent a very empowered mind, powerful thoughts, powerful ideas, very psychic energy, and an ability to really understand and perceive the inner workings of things. We are really getting to the root of the problem with this. We are getting to the core of it. We are going down to the depths. This is not a band-aid, surface level symptom alleviating energy. This is finding the root of the problem and figuring it out. That's pretty much what this energy feels like. So, we are figuring things out on a core level, discovering the root of the problem, like I just said, and things that we may have missed or overlooked before also, with Mercury being retrograde at this point in time. And then with the Mars and Moon trine going on today in the same sign of Capricorn, we are taking action to rebalance or resolve Venus direct as well, with the Moon conjuncting Mars, like I said, and Venus going direct. So, this energy this weekend is really giving us an opportunity to get to the root of it, to figure out like what we want to do, what we really want and desire, Venus going direct, and to really take some action to resolve that. Venus direct now today, finally, hallelujah, is showing us what we actually want in our lives. That is what this past couple of months has been about, with Venus having gone retrograde, really reevaluating our wants and our desires and our values and our priorities, and what love means to us, what type of a relationship we want to be in, what we are and are not willing to accept in terms of boundaries, or just like what we let into our lives and what we don't anymore, with this having happened in the sign of Capricorn as well. It's showing we have figured out, by the time that we get into this Venus direct energy, it will start becoming clear that we figured out what, like I said, constraints and boundaries with the sign of Capricorn we will and will not accept based on our true values and desires. And we are ready to act on that now today, with Mars having also with the moon being in a conjunction with Mars as well for this energy. It's just like inspiring us to act and take initiative towards the things that we've realized that we like really, really want. And another thing, like I've been mentioning, Venus is going direct in the trine to Uranus. And this in and of itself may create some unexpected events or disruptions in relationships, partnerships, finances that are actually freeing us and trying to align us with those newly rediscovered values, desires, priorities, and our own sense of self-worth and internal value that we are realizing at this point in time. Our heart is awakening now. Like, Uranus is the planet of awakening, the great awakening, sudden awakenings, and in the trine aspects facilitate things and just help things fall into place. And with Uranus and Venus in the trine, Uranus being in Venus's sign as well, while Venus stations direct today, this is our heart waking up and we are following it, and restrictions are being removed from us. Things are falling away that would have been prohibiting us from following that. So yeah, we got that going on as well. And also I'll talk about the Sabian symbols in a minute, but lots of Capricorn energy going on this weekend, today. Huge, and an emphasis on our relationships as well, with Venus direct, also on power, and also of course on authority, with all of this energy happening in Capricorn as well. There could be some big changes going on in the dynamics of career, workplace, professional, government, leadership. People are really taking their power back at this point in time, and it may cause some big changes to go on in previously existing established power and control dynamics. I want to talk about the Sabian symbols really quick before we get into the energy for Sunday now, because they're really telling the whole story. You guys, I probably could have just read you the Sabian symbols and like left out the interpretation and you would have arrived at the same conclusion. But on Saturday, we have the sun at 10 degrees of Aquarius. That Sabian symbol is a man who had for a time become the embodiment of an ideal, is made to realize that as a man, as a person, he is not truly that ideal. And that's a degree where Saturn was for a while we've been going through this whole process of like awakening and transforming over the past couple of months, really reevaluating our ideals. But with the sun at this degree today, this is telling me like we're seeing the truth. We're seeing the truth in ourselves. We're seeing the truth in others, internally, externally, and we're just starting to realize like the truth of ourselves and the other things that have been going on for us. We also have the Earth at 10 degrees of Leo on Saturday. That Sabian symbol is early morning dew, salutes the sunlight. So this is seeing the light. So the sun is talking about seeing the truth. And the position of the earth, the status of things on the ground, we're seeing the light. The early morning dew salutes the sunlight. Hello, light. Like, we're seeing light. We're seeing the truth. We're seeing the light today in the midst of this energy that we have going on. We have Mercury conjunct Pluto, a mountain pilgrimage. So a difficult journey to the top it's likely to be, but that's where we're going, to the top, to an elevated viewpoint, to an elevated perspective, to an ability to really see the truth through the light. And then we have Venus at 12 degrees of Capricorn, where she will be until February 4th, a student of nature, lecturing, revealing little known aspects of society, little known aspects of reality. This is seeing life in a different way based on study and reflection of what's always been there, but what we maybe haven't perceived. And that is exactly what's been going on in the nature of our heart being spoken about today with Venus going direct at this degree. And then we have Mars today, for Capricorn, a group of people entering a canoe for a journey by water, taking a new emotional journey, a healing emotional journey, and we are following the awakening of our heart. Water represents the emotions, and also with the moon in the conjunction to Mars today as well. This is definitely talking about going on a journey, following our heart, following our soul, heading in a new direction. So we have all of that happening on Saturday. Should be a pretty big day. Like I said in the beginning, pack a pretty powerful punch. There's a whole bunch going on Saturday, but it really is all pushing for this self-empowerment, breaking ourselves free from things that have been out of alignment with Venus direct, what we are finally realizing we truly want and we truly desire. So we have that. Now let's talk about Sunday, January 30th. Let's see. Looking at this chart, looking at the chart of the energetics on Sunday, it's just like, holy Capricorn. I'm mainly looking at the superstellium of planets in Capricorn, just like across the board that we have going on Sunday. We have Mars, Venus, Moon, Mercury, Pluto in that order, like spread pretty evenly throughout the sign. And then we have the sun moving into the conjunction with Saturn in Aquarius, not too far off, but in the sign of Aquarius. And this is Saturn ruling all of those planets right now. Saturn in Aquarius, though, this is about building something in alignment with authentic truth and something that actually frees us to be ourselves and tap our creative potential in some type of a way. So with all of these planets going on in Capricorn and all of this hard work, focus, diligent effort, energy, we really need to make sure that whatever we are building is in alignment with that authentic truth, that authentic creative potential that we have inside of us, and not trying to like imitate or copy anybody else. We really need to be tapping into the truth of our own authentic creative potential and using that to build and create at this period of time. So this is just on Sunday, so much power and focused energy towards success with all that Capricorn and getting what we truly want with Venus direct and all that Capricorn right now, working hard towards a goal that is based, like I said, in authentic personal creative potential. It's a great weekend, you guys, to really work. Sunday specifically, because, Mercury's not conjunct Pluto anymore. It might be a little less intense on Sunday, but really a great weekend to really get some things done, put some really focused effort into cultivating your goals. Probably not a very social weekend. We may be kind of like quiet and distant and kind of like self-isolating with all of this Capricorn energy, especially the moon and Capricorn energy, like right in between the other 4 planets in Capricorn as well. We do want to watch being overly controlling, judgmental, restrictive, limiting, critical, both towards ourselves and also others under this energy, because Capricorn can have a tendency to be over judgmental and critical. And we just don't want to do that with this emphasis on that sign. And we really don't want to be expecting perfection from ourselves or others right now, even though we may have like a very strong desire for perfection with all this Capricorn energy and the Capricorn moon over the weekend. But we really don't want to be putting too much effort into having things perfect, because with Mercury retrograde, especially also in Capricorn, we're probably setting ourselves up for disappointment and just some harsh reactions that aren't beneficial to anyone. So something to keep in mind. All of this Capricorn energy also obviously puts an emphasis on authority, leaders, governments, establishments, etc. All of that. The people in charge, basically, leadership, rulership, bosses, all of that. And also public image, public reputation. Father, parental figures as well with the Capricorn energy, and with Venus and Uranus in the trine. This also brings in money, markets, resources, relationships, partnerships, finances, that type of stuff as well. So all of that really going on Sunday. Sunday's a really good day to put some hard work into things. We're likely to be coming to some pretty serious conclusions over the course of the weekend about what we do and we don't want to create and build in our lives going forward. Like I said, what constraints we are and are not willing to operate under, and what we really want to work towards at this point in time and what we don't. And then also all of this energy coming in that's really empowering us, really empowering our creative thoughts and intentions as well. And with the energy on Friday, that really is giving us the conscious, like a conscious opportunity to really transform and transcend our shadows and break ourselves free from anywhere that we've been limiting or restricting ourselves based on those unresolved issues. So, and it is supported by the galactic center and moon conjunction. So a lot of divine energy, assistance, and wisdom available for us this weekend as well. So that is what I have for my report, you guys, this weekend. I'm absolutely astounded that I made it through and we still have time for a synchronicity card. I'm excited about that. Let's see. Oh, actually, I did want to read you guys the Sabians real quick for Sunday, and I should still have time. So on Sunday, we have the sun at 11 Aquarius. In a quiet hour, a man receives a new inspiration that may change his life. So new ideas, clarity, inspiration coming in on Sunday. We have children on a swing in a huge oak tree. This is going back and forth about things, so there may be still a little bit of wavering going on. A nature spirit dancing in the midst of a waterfall. This is where we have Mercury on Sunday. So this is personal power, self-empowerment, cleansing, purifying, and rejoicing. Reminds me a little bit about that black moon aspect on Friday. And then we have Venus at 12 Capricorn again, a student of nature, lecturing, revealing little known truths about reality. Again, this is discovering and also teaching or speaking where we're at this point in time. And then we have Mars, 5 Capricorn, Indians, some rowing in canoe, others dancing a war dance in it. This is on that journey. And we have the nodes also changing degrees on Sunday. 2 cobblers working side by side at a table. The North Node. This is partnership, co-creation, collaboration with the divine that we are learning with over this next, the North Node's at this degree. And 29 Scorpio, where the South Node is, an Indian woman pleading to the chief for the lives of her children. This is what we're releasing. We're releasing the power and control others have had to determine our personal creative potential and success. And that is actually like the name of the game all weekend with all the energy that we have going on. So let's grab a synchronicity card real quick right now, you guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends if you think they would be interested. Leave me comments. I love your comments. Our message is don't overdo. Do not worry about what you shall eat, Luke 12:27. If you have a problem with appetite, be it food or for any other thing, be not concerned. Thank God for removing the desire to overdo in the consumption of food or any other appetite. And this is actually really great advice with all of that Pluto energy that we have coming in this weekend. And we really need to restrain from trying to be like overly pushing our energy on anything or taking too much energy of anything with that going on as well. So don't overdo is the advice from Spirit for this weekend. That's our synchronicity card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wishing everybody a beautiful weekend. And another thing I wanted to say, I may not do a video for Monday because I have some things going on this weekend and I don't know if I will be able to shoot on Sunday, which is when I usually